Well, hello and welcome everybody to another Chrome and Coffee event. Just starting to roll in, and spied something very nice over here, so we might take a bit of a look. There's a nice Holden ute pulling it over there, but this thing has certainly caught my eye. As you can see, very nice chev. Still a few cars rolling around, so just got to be a bit careful. Beautiful paint job on this, absolutely beautiful. What a stunner, eh? What a stunner. Funny about that, the boot on this thing sort of reminds me of a EJ Holden. It's got that bit of an EJ look at the back, but even though I like EJs, I think this thing would be much sweeter. Look at the dash, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. A nice Triumph, very nice. Like the colour on this, don't mind that at all. Very cool. Even still got the little Triumph badge on the side. Very cool indeed. And parked next to a big Bel Air. Look at the wheels on it. That's just magic. Very big and beautiful. They don't make cars like that anymore, do they? Nor do they make cars like this. Nice Charger. Always love seeing these things, because made here, right here in South Australia. That wasn't made in South Australia, but still cool to see. So yeah, anyway, we'll get a few more and see what else comes in. Should be an interesting evening anyway. Just ticking. Beautiful old Buick. Nice Ford Cortina. He's been around in lots of different shows. In fact, he was at last week's thing as well, so he certainly gets about. Beautiful Cortina too. Here's something for the Ford fans. An XY, looking very pristine. V8, of course. Sort of forget how big these old girls were, don't you? Big, beautiful, and made in Australia. And the big old door handles and but yeah, as much as I'm Holden, I do like seeing the older Fords too. And it's a piece of history that we'll never ever see made again, unfortunately. So it's sort of great that these people keep these things alive and going. So the younger generations can enjoy them in years to come. 3 Holdens sitting in a row. Have a bit of a look around this nice station wagon. Got some pretty big wheels on this. Very big wheels, as you can see. Look. Looks nice, especially with the side blinds. And he's got the window down, which is nice to see. And I thought the Safari had room in the back when I laid the seats down. This thing has got a little bit more room than the Safari. You can fit almost a king-size mattress in that. And we'll have a look at this Brawn. Yeah, that's very cool too. That's very, very cool. Nice Ford GT, nice sound too. Have a bit of a look at this GTS 308 Holden Monaro. Beautiful. Even with its little GTS down there. But very, very nice to see. Here comes a HR with his trailer. How cool's that? Just spotted this nice EJ. Beautiful old girl. Even got the plastic on the seats, which is very, very nice. Getting a bit of a reflection off the window, but you can sort of see the plastic on the seats. Not the most popular Holden. The model after the EH was more popular than the EJ, but still, nevertheless, it was a Holden, and I think they sold reasonably well. But that's very nice to see too. That's beautiful. Yeah, they've...
Well, it used to be the wife's dad's car.
Oh, okay. Yep. And here's the powerhouse.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very clean under there.
Oh, pretty dirty to me.
Well, it looks all right to me.
Yeah.
It looks all right to me.
I'd be not happy with that if I was showing shine.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Steering up and your handling, but yeah. So I sit down and I went back about a week later or something. And,
and the the owner was telling me that he's had it for over 40 years. 40 years, that is. So, yeah, and it's got the big tank in it, as you can see, sticking up a bit in the carpet. So, doesn't leave a lot of room in the boot with that big fuel tank in it. But still very, very cool. Very, very nice. Have a look at this nice old Valiant. Very nice indeed. Got an extra gauge. But yeah, as you can see, they were pretty sparse in the dash, weren't they? Pretty sparse. But it was all you needed. Valiant. XP Deluxe Ford. Well, XP. And it's a two-door. Bit of a rarity. Still very nice to see. And another Ford. And a little Tirana. Almost looking a bit Brocky like. And this old Toyota Corolla, which is cool. And it does have chrome, so she does qualify. And have a look at this Ford panel van. So it wasn't just Chrysler and Holdens that also made panel vans. Ford also made panel vans too. That's very cool too. A Holden SLE. Look at the boot on that. Fit a few bodies in there. Statesman SLE. Nice colour too. Nice brown. Looking fairly original too. They haven't got the club lock on it. Tirana done up in a bit of a racing livery with the old HD Holden dealer team sticker on the side. Beautiful. Comes an old Holden. Blue. Another Tirana. I'm just looking across there, and look, it's amazing. These cars have all got pointy bits at the front. So we've got another Tirana. And a Camaro. And they've all got little points at the front. That's very nice too. Now we'll go for something a little bit smaller in the way of the minis. A couple of nice little minis here. always nice to see. I love these old things. And there's a couple of Volkswagens over there. Let's have a little bit of a better look at this old Holden Special. Very nice. Of course, it's got special. Have a bit of a peek inside. Look at that dash. You don't get better than that, do you? Get a bit up close and personal to this GTS Ute. And a very, very bright green. Beautiful old thing. Holden, of course. Getting a bit too much reflection to look inside, but yeah. And if anybody likes old Fords, how about this little girl? Always think of America when I see one of these, or American films, and the big old Ford pickups. Nice old Volkswagen with some big fat tyres on it, but very nice. And he's got LED lights. Very cool. I think this Holden Premier is very, very cool too. With these mags. Of course, non-standard wheels, but still rocking the retro blind at the back. It's in very, very, very nice condition. Very beautiful. And a nice old LJ Tirana. I think these things used to be a car a lot of the young blokes used to go for back in the day. The old LJs and LC Tiranas, do them up. Nice to see them still about too. It's turning into a bit of a Ford night. Let's have a bit of a closer look at this beautiful old Galaxy. $352. I mean, considering that these cars were quite big, like plenty of room in the front, but when you look, very skinny back seat and not a lot of room, so yeah, looks are a bit deceiving. Like I said, plenty of room in the front. The back leaves a little bit to be desired, but still, it is what it was back in the day. And this thing looks very, very cool. The squared off back, a big Ford. Big old dash. Another old Holden Prem. course, these all came out in the 70s, so they had a bit of a more of a 70s vibe to them, and even little, I don't know if you can see, might be able to see, no, just little details on the seats and that was very 70s type of thing, little details that they were adding at the time, but very nice too. Because these were starting to, at the time when Holdens, they were progressively getting bigger and bigger, slightly bigger, and until they got to the Commodore, and then they went back to smaller again. But anyway, that's another story for another day. We're here looking at classics. Now, I don't know if you call these a classic, but I suppose they sort of are. Probably amazing it's still on the road. Nissan Bluebird, or Datsun Nissan Bluebird, whatever you want to call it. And it's a wagon or an estate. And it's even got the old roof racks on it. GL. So we'll look at this big Cadillac. Absolutely massive. As I say, a lot of room in the front, not much leg room in the back. But still, I suppose if you're riding in the back of a Cadillac, who cares? Like travelling around in a big boat. Let's have a look at the instrumentation on this thing. Oh wow, got just about everything that opens and shuts. Climate control, push button radio, very cool. And even electric windows by the look of it. Very cool indeed. And now we move on to this 1976 Valiant, which was a New South Wales highway pursuit vehicle. Police, that is. So it's got the Hemi 265. And it's got a little bit of information there about the speed record. And focus in on that if you want to have a bit of a read about that. And the famous Hemi, of course. Look at those carbs. Very nice. Imagine having this for a work vehicle. That would have been so cool. I missed him, and now he's going. Nice old Cuda. Here's a beautiful old Galant. Nice. I knew somebody that had one of these, and yeah, great little car. Great little car. Valiant Galant too. That's the most important thing. Next to a HR panel van. I had to sort of knock the music off a bit because of the copyright, but this fellow turned up in this all original VB Commodore. How amazing is that? never been resprayed or anything. Completely original. It absolutely blew me away, this car. And I spent quite a bit of time talking to the owner about it as well, which I might hope to do another video on it some other time. But no, absolutely beautiful, this thing. And like I said, all original. One of the first VBs. Apparently it was made in Pagewood in Sydney as well. So, but as you can see, it was an absolutely stunning piece of motoring history. Nice old Kingswood. There's a little Toyota Leica or Celica. Haven't seen one of them for a while. Yeah, as I was saying, there's lots of other car events on this weekend, so hence not as many are here this evening as normal. So I'll say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and please leave a comment or anything that you've liked, that you saw, and we'll catch you in the next one. So thanks again, and cheers for now.